Good afternoon, Karen Brady. Good afternoon. How are you? I read your article in the Sun. I understand where you're coming from. My thoughts and prayers are with Edward family. I hope they catch them who did that terrible act. Terrible act. I don't support people who do that. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. My thoughts and prayers with Edward Wood's family right now. Hopefully they catch the people who are responsible. Okay, Karen. Read your article. I understand where you're coming from. But Karen, you failed to mention an action plan, vision, and immediate plans. What are immediate plans? Areas which need to be improved. Right back. Definitely need improvement on that. We didn't get nobody in transfer deadline and a right back. Okay, we've got a defensive midfield player in there, but I'm not being funny. The games we've played and we get beat, we've been overrun. You know, I understand where Declan's coming from, but Mark's not the right man. Mark has to sit down. We need at least two more holding players. I know we got one in, but we need an extra one. And up front, we need two more guys up front because we don't know with Antonio. You don't know if he's going to be fit or not. You know, I'm sorry, Haller's not pulling these weights. You know, and what is your vision? What is your action plan, Karen? What are we going to do if we go down? You know, as West Ham, I know West Ham's thought about it, but what are they planning to do? You know, as a fan, lifelong West Ham fan, I need to, you know, I'd love to know what your plans are. You know, I know you guys have been in charge for 10 years, right? But, have we really progressed? I don't think we have. Based on where we are in the league, we've not gone anywhere. You know, until the owners, dig into their pockets. A bit more money, Karen, bit more money. You know, then I'll say, yeah, these guys really mean to help us. But I'm not a football expert, you know, but what we got in the transfer deadline is ludicrous. You know, you got to spend more money than that. You know, we're 17th in the league. We could go down, and we only bring in 3 players. You know, I understand the goalkeeping situation, but we needed at least another 2 more players to cover, because sadly, these players what we got here, some of them are not good enough. And if these guys don't improve, we go down. You know, we will go down. But I read in your article, it doesn't say anything about vision. It doesn't say anything about where we're going to go. You know, you said you listen to the fans' dialogue. So we're talking dialogue now. Okay, I understand. You know, meaningful dialogue. You did listen to the fans. You know, well, I'm making a statement now. I don't think the board is going far enough. You know, what I would like to see is a statement by the board to say, look, West Ham fans, we care about you. Live press conference, we care about you. We will invest in the club to bring in the best players. We want the best for the club. We want the club to stay up. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear none of that's coming out from the board. So I'm passionate. You know, I want West Ham to stay up. You know, but you're not telling me the board's worth 1.5 billion. You're telling me you couldn't give David Moyes at least 100 million to bring players in. You know, if the board did that, I said, you know what? The board do care. The board wants to get us out of trouble. You know, I would have said, you know, yeah, David Moyes is 100 million. You know, bring in 5 players. You know, bring in 5 players, 20 million. You know, give them something to work with, because the players what we got now, I'm not being funny, are not good enough. that are really, really not good enough. I don't know if it's lack of trying or they don't know their homework. I don't think, me personally, I don't think the players are doing their homework because it's the same mistakes as being made over and over and over again. You got to iron out the mistakes. I don't know how David Moyes coaches the players. I don't know if he sits them down and go through tapes on the way they play games, but time and time again, it's the same mistakes. The players are making the same mistake all over and all over again. It's repetitious. And going forwards, there's no drive, there's no passion. There's no vision. No movement. So until West Ham sort out the defensive side of things, the midfield side of things, and the attacking side of things, then we're not going to get nowhere. We may even go down. I hope we don't go down. But the board needs to come out and say what are their plans. What are their plans? What they're going to do about the current situation if we do go down. All I hear from the board is that what I heard is according to the paper, I'm not saying what you guys said, but I'm just saying the paper said that we're 28 million pounds in debt. I don't want to hear all this mess. Keep that to yourself. And all I hear from our team is that the players we've got injured again. Sorry to hear that we have players injured, right? But David Moyes should come out and say to the fans, oh, we need to improve. We need to improve, But as professional footballers, I don't know how the way they train. I don't know. One thing to train, but actually doing it on the field is another thing. But if I was the manager of West Ham, I'll get every player down to know their role, to watch tapes of the opposition. I'll make sure every player knows everything about their opposition, every aspects of their game, the strong points, the weakness points, every information. It's a big football club. I don't know how you guys prepare your team for the opposition. I don't know how you guys do it, but it's not working because we won't be 17th in the league. So my advice is everybody know what their role is. Everybody do their homework and we will be a better team. I know for a fact, in American pro football, right? Far from the point. Just an example so fans don't start sounding off, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. Alright. They study the opposition. They study the opposition. They study plays. They study everything. So what I'm saying to the West Ham players, know your homework, know your opposition, get it done, passion, pride, commitment, and right formation. So before I end, Karen, I hope you have a nice afternoon and I hope to hear from you soon. Okay, bye.